We have to stop. What's up, you guys? It's Ashlyn TB and welcome to 2025. You made it. I have to also congratulate myself too, because if y'all saw my last video, it's been a journey. Coming into this new year and really sitting here trying to talk about what are we going to do to make sure that we achieve everything that we haven't achieved in the past few years. I'm gonna do some skincare and we're just gonna talk and really get down to the nitty-gritty. So let's get into it. What have been the excuses that you've given yourself and that you've given yourself a pass on why you haven't achieved your goals? If you're anything like me, I've made a number of excuses. I feel like there should be no excuse to move forward and do the things that you want to do. Like, if you want to do it, you would really do it. Everybody who's been successful in this life has had obstacles and had the choice to make excuses and still didn't, and they pushed through it. I was scrolling on TikTok and there was a video of this girl, or this woman, I should say, and she was speaking on how back in 2020, it wasn't even 2020, it was 2009, how her and Jackie Aina posted their first YouTube video at the same time. Now she sees that Jackie Aina is blown up and she's just as successful as she wants to be. And she's not. And not that she's not. She's gotten married. She looked like she had children. But she was just wondering, like, if I were to have been as consistent, put forth effort into the things that I actually wanted to accomplish and shown up for this platform, like, would I be where I'm at? Where would I be? That made me really wonder, because what are the limiting beliefs that I've been telling myself why I can't be consistent? And you can claim it's the algorithm, you can claim that you're tired, you can claim that you're busy, but everybody who's been successful on these platforms, on Instagram, on social media, has had to battle with the algorithm, has had to battle with burnout. And I'm just starting to realize how much, yes, that may be a factor, but that is not an excuse to not put the effort into following your dreams. I find that I'm using that as a valid excuse, and I've been using that for years at this point, and I'm still in a spot where I'm not happy. I feel like there's so many things that I could have accomplished and achieved, and yes, we have our own journeys and our own timelines, but I could be doing so much more. I just want us to realize, if you're in the same boat as I am, we're not getting any younger. Even though these platforms are still going to be here, they're still going to, you know, they're still going to be here. The platforms are still going to be here, but the opportunities might not. I just want us to be able to, you know, really tap into what the Lord has blessed us with and our potential and our voices. But in a way, I'm terrified of being seen, because being, like, when you're seen, you give people the opportunity to perceive and to judge. And, you know, I'm terrified of that, just because, like, I just don't like being perceived in a light that I find doesn't, you know, resemble me and God. And who I want to be. I just want this to be a news flash, a wake-up call for the people who've been wanting to step out on faith, been wanting to do the things that you want to do and just feel like you're paralyzed, like, and you're just making all these excuses for yourself. Like, it is time to stop. We gotta stop. We have to stop. We gotta put forth motion. Like, ooh, this is also a good one. Like, also on my TikTok, I've been, first and foremost, you see I be spending a lot of time on say that. That's something I gotta cut out. But I just keep seeing videos of Doechii before the fame, Doechii before people really knew who she was, and she was just speaking so authentically about her journey and like, screw this, F that, like, who cares about whoever's perception, who cares about what people think, like, I'm just gonna go for it, like, who cares? We always want, like, you know, self-approval, and we never seek validation from the one who's gonna give it to us, you know, specifically, which is God. And that's the only validation we need, but we're seeking everything else. And it was just refreshing to see that she was just like, I'm not gonna care about what anybody thinks. I'm not gonna do what anybody wants me to do. I'm gonna go after what I want. It's just really inspiring. So really sit down and ask yourself, get out a sheet of paper, get out like your notebook. Why haven't you reached the things that you set out to reach for yourself? And be honest, you know. I feel like that's the only way you're gonna get there, is being honest with yourself. And in all transparency, I'm scared of failure. I'm scared of disappointing myself, my family, and the feeling is so big that it just makes me not want to do anything. And I'm definitely not going to get anywhere that way. I also sometimes don't feel like I'm worthy to obtain the heights that I desire, which is a whole other thing in itself. But it's just like, when is that gonna stop though? Because it seems like from as long as I can remember, that's just where I've been. And I really just want to do this. I want to make the content. I want to talk to women, encourage people. I want to have a community and build a community, but I can't do it if I don't turn on the camera and be consistent. Consistency is key. Showing up for yourself is key. Seeking God is key. And, you know, I just really want the best for all of us in this season of our lives, because it's been hard enough. After watching that video, I was sitting there and just talking to God a little bit and just asking him, like, you know, why am I like this? Like, why am I, you know, just always get down on myself and just never believe in the things that you've, you know, entrusted me with? Because at the end of the day, if you do not share your gifts that the Lord has given you, you're being selfish and you're being stingy and you're being disobedient, because your gifts are not for you. It's for everybody else. And I just came to the realization that I just don't want to be perceived in a different way. And I also just don't want to, I want to show up in being myself. Like, in every single season, you know, if I feel up here, I want to show up up here. If I feel down here, I want to show up down here and be vulnerable and be real. And you know, sometimes, especially on Instagram, when you're not showing up as a highlight reel, it don't click, it don't bait, it don't do nothing. And then you start getting discouraged that, well, if I'm not showing up as an Instagram model, nobody's going to want to watch me. And that's not the case. Like, there is an avenue for everybody. So yeah, in the book of Joshua, I was reading a few chapters last night, and basically it was just saying the same God that's with Moses is with me as well. And I just have to keep remembering that, because I'm not going on this journey alone. Do it scared. Do it, you know, do it not knowing what the heck you about to be doing. You know, just do it. Turn on the camera. I didn't really know how I wanted to, to talk about this. And I hope it came out okay. But, you know, you live and you learn, you try and you error, and you do it again. Don't get discouraged when something doesn't work. You learned, do it again and do it right. So I thank you guys so much for sitting here chatting with me. Comment below some of the things that you've been wanting to achieve, and if you want to be vulnerable with me and talk about it, and maybe some of the things that's been holding you back as well. And hopefully I can just implant some light and some strength and just kind of help you along this journey. I would really appreciate some stuff too, because at the end of the day, it ain't easy. These are the products I used. So this is the face wash mixture that I did. The peach slices and Joseon cleanser. These Mediheal toner pads. This one has like the salicylic acid in it for acne. Everything is in a language that I cannot read, so I can't tell you what's in it, but just know it's tea. This is the rice milk I put on top of that. Put my serum on top of that. I do want my skin to be glowy, and it really has helped, but I struggle with a lot of like blemishes. So the cream. So basically I have the whole line. So I do like it. Not that you guys asked for this. You guys asked for inspiration, but this is also a makeup page and I'm a makeup girly, so that's a little sprinkle of what's good. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope to see you guys back here again soon, and let's make 2025 just the best year ever. Let's go after our goals and let's achieve them. In Jesus' name, authenticity wins.